Alright, hello again. Now here's one for the nature lovers. And here's also one for those who know St. Vincent, or those who believe they know. Not going to tell you where this is. So that's running water. And it looks like we're in a forest. I'm at the furthest point I could drive to. Why I drove this far is a question that a lot of people are about to ask. But let's head back out. So this is a little different than what I normally do. I normally drive to some place. Now I'm driving from. I was recording this coming up, but my battery died. I must warn you, you're probably about to hear me and my Jeep make a bunch of noises, some of which might be unsettling. But let's go. It is quite cool up in here. Hard to get to. Very, very cool. The breeze right now, you don't even know that the sun is hot around anywhere in St. Vincent. It's like, woo, different country kind of breeze. Like roast all in the evening. Cool. Is it cool as a cucumber? This is a cucumber that's been in the fridge for about 3 days. We're heading back down. I don't hear much birds though. Probably can't hear it all for the rattles. Don't know, too much rattles. It doesn't sound too bad. Is not the best. Not the best. I don't think most persons could drive this far either. I do believe it's a protected area. And from what I see, unless you're working up here, there's no real reason to come. So see this as your treat, because you're probably never gonna come here unless you work for a specific company. Ow. A lot of people aren't gonna watch this video. I think some are gonna get to this point and skip. And for those of you who are skipping, I'll see you at the end. Those of you who are moving on to other things, well, it's been nice having you. Hope you have a nice day, or a nice night, or whatever time it is now when you're watching this. But this is me trying to get out of here. Where I drove to. I do not want to think of my suspension parts as I drive this. Just in case, a little four-wheel drive. Wasn't really that slippery. I could disengage that. It's my beast. Let's go. Yes, so where are we? Should I give any clues? I'm not feeling it. Guesses would be interesting. Some people will know. I think some people will know. Some people from a particular area in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Some will know. You hear the river running on my right. Oh, I would bathe in that. I'll probably even drink that. Yep. I would definitely drink that. No, let's not do that right now. Not right now. Let's get out. I didn't take what time we started driving this. I should have. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Lovely places. I would say if you're thinking of coming up here, walk. Definitely walk. I would de-inflate my tires some, but not being able to find a pump when I get out of here might be problematic on my drive home. I know I should have stopped all the way up there. I'm watching that stone. I'm watching you like a hawk. Another stream crossing. This reminds me of when I walked to Lassifred trail. Some sections like this were very cool. Walking up through the forest. And it's just a climb. Not too bad. I'm talking about the windward side. The leeward side is a completely different story. The windward side, you could, nice little hike. You drive up to your stopping point and then you start hiking. In about an hour and a half, thereabout, I think you're there. Leeward side? No. It is a task. You'll be climbing for a while. And if you have one of them troublesome tour guides who like to tell you, oh, we're nearly there, right over this hill, you'll be climbing forever. Oh, now you're here again. See if I can get some of that. And just like that, he stopped singing. Sing, bird, sing. We stopped for you, sing. And it says nothing. Alright, on again. So I've putting you through that, but I really have no intent of editing this video. If I share it, it's gonna be just as it is. seeing the road, but you can't see what is on the side. So let me see if I can do that. Ah, yes. Some people are scratching their heads. What is this? Where is this? I also know that some people are gonna skip ahead and see where this is. How can I fix that? How? Probably if I talk about something really interesting that keeps your attention and makes you not want to skip ahead at all and want to hear exactly what I'm going to say next. I got nothing. How about lottery numbers? What if I told you I had a dream and then 5 numbers were given to me in that dream? Well, that would be lying. Could still do that. Still hearing the stream again. As I drive here, I feel very much alone. I'm very much aware that I am alone. I pass some persons working lower down. Slightly comforted by that. Slightly. Let's say slightly, right? Slightly. It reminds me of hearing persons talk about being in not Leeward. I guess it would have been a similar situation for some of the other areas evacuated after. Oh, think about that. We evacuated entire villages. Wow. Anyhow, yeah, some of the areas evacuated after the volcanic eruption. Persons would have stayed, and it's like most of the people that you know, you think of a village with, I don't know, 200 persons thereabout. 200 persons that you're seeing every day of your life. And then all of a sudden, it's you and probably about 3 or 4 other persons left in the village. That's it. And some of them may not even be close to where you live. So think of what nighttime and daytime sounds like then. I mean, it might be easier for some of you who don't live in communities that got too much of communication and people are friendly and talk and you know your neighbor. But I'm talking about rural villages where everybody knows everybody. And a lot of people know each other's business too. Just think about how offsetting that is. When I heard it described, I completely got it. So the silence was deafening. I don't know if you ever experienced that. But all the songs that you're accustomed to are gone. I could think of one event that's going to be like that. Well, they would have some other songs before that. I don't know what your beliefs are, but this is not a religious channel as such. But time is time. I hold to the Christian viewpoint. I'm a believer. believe that Jesus Christ came, died, and rose for my sins so that I could be saved. And I trust in that alone for my salvation. What he would have accomplished. And a part of my belief system is, I don't know, some persons don't believe in a rapture. I'm not sure if it would be pre-tribulation, post-tribulation, I don't know. But I believe in a rapture. I believe that people will be raptured. I believe that people will be left behind. And I pray God that none of you who's watching this will be left behind. Whether or not you believe in it. No. But yeah, I could think of the silence being like that. As in people all the songs you're so accustomed to. It just goes silent. I mean, there will be things left running, there will be TVs, there will be cars still running. But days after, I don't think it would be quiet. I think there would be a lot of confusion. Ow! That's a deep one. That's a nice little flower there. That's for the botanist among us, you know. I don't know if you'll see any of that or if it's fuzzy and too close to the camera. But yeah, that's it. Or last view. Oh, there it is. This hill is a little steep. This is a lot steep. And a bit slippery. So we're crawling down here in first gear. Okay, this is not too bad. But I could imagine this ending badly if it's wet. Yeah, but what was I saying? Ow. Back to my ramblings. That's a cocoa tree. I just passed there. I can't back up right now. Take a lot of maneuver. Ow. Yeah, but I think the rapture would be a chaotic event. Another thing I believe is that we're very close to the end of the world, to all of that coming to be. You might say Corona and the vaccine. Yeah, some say, oh, the vaccine is the mark of it. I'm not sure I agree with that completely. No, I don't know. But I think it is setting the pace for some things to come. God knows what is ahead of us. We probably don't want to smell mango. I smell mango so strong. We probably don't want to know what is ahead of us. When I was younger, I probably told this story before. When I was younger, I used to wish that I wasn't around for the 2000s. Why, you might ask? Because I was afraid of where technology would be, of how advanced we would be. I was afraid that at that point we might have AIs trying to take over, aliens. We would have reached out to aliens and probably found them. And it would have just been scary times, but well, that didn't happen. But is it scary? Yes, it is. There's probably worse stuff happening. And it's so subtle. As in, there's so much change in our way of lives, and everything just seems normal because we're accustomed to it. So normal. how I could drive here today, share it with you today. I could share it with you now. What if there was a signal up in here? But I don't know. But yeah, the world has changed. It is changing. Even now we get to choose what sex we are. Whether by physical or mental. Some say that's a lot of freedom. I say, coconut tree, but nobody's drinking them. Is there any for me? Back at work there. Give him a little bit. Alright, so yeah. Down we go again. And by now some people would be wondering, I think I know where this is. I think I know. No, you don't. Life. Life. It's probably the best bit of this road. I think I need to get a better camera. I'm going to try to get a better camera. I'm going to try to get not a very expensive camera. I'm not doing that. Probably when YouTube starts to pay me. And that would be, I don't know. But yeah, I'm thinking of getting another 8-man. A better one. I have the A79. Thinking of going with the A100 once I could find the money for it, that is. Nobody tells you how much things you have to pay for when you get older. Everybody wants to leave school and get a job, and then everything would be blissful, and you get a car and a house and wife and 2 kids. That's what everybody wants, but all men want. Or most men. That's not probably not most men anymore. But yeah, a lot of people want that. Family, house of your own vehicle. And some would set some really aggressive targets. Oh, by 20 I want to be married and have 2 kids, and you're talking this at 17, and so what? Huh? Yeah, but you overlook a lot of things when you're younger, like the mortgage. Oh gosh. I'm amazed how much mortgage payments are. Amazed. Oh. Most of it is interest. Alright.
Yeah, I heard it.
More than 75. Whew, how much is that? No. I found out how much I actually pay on my mortgage, as in how much goes to the principal and how much is interest. Oh, that was a very depressing day. It was a very, very depressing day. Let me do some maths here. Don't drive and calculate mortgage payments. Could end badly. So I'm gonna stop a little bit. I said we're gonna stop a little bit. And they're still moving. And they're still moving. Okay, so from my calculations of what I pay on my mortgage, 14% goes to my principal. All the rest of it is interest. Oh my gosh, I need to open a bank. All I'm doing is mortgages. I need to borrow about what? A couple hundred, $1 million. But if I get $1 million, I'm paying off my mortgage. The bank will have to wait a little bit. I'm getting that off. Yeah. And sometimes it feels like you're just working your life away to pay a mortgage. That's messed up. It really is. 9 to 5, 5 to whatever, 8 to 4, whatever you work. Plus the overtime hours. Sometimes you really ask yourself if it's worth it. Gotta live. I want to be comfortable. I think I know what I'm gonna call this video. Ramblings in the bush. Oh, I should end this before people figure out where it is. Because today is actually my first time driving this far on this road. I'll drive into the end of the road. And of the drive of the road, because I know you can walk on further. If you're adventurous, I consider myself slightly adventurous. I did drive to the end of this, I didn't need to. The last stop that I did to listen to the birds, it was actually a work stop. But whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, for those who don't know, should I tell you? Those who don't know, that line that you're seeing carries water to our hydroelectric plants, power plants. I don't know what the correct term is. We use water and generate electricity. So this takes water way down. I don't know what kind of pressures are in those, but they take water from a good way up. Oranges, to pick one would be stealing. They're reachable, but it'll still be stealing. Nobody's stopping it, but it'll still be stealing. What happens in the mind of the man? If you're looking for a shower, there it is. It's free. 7 days a week. If you just want to brush your teeth, well, that smaller one will do you. Corona is everywhere now. Everywhere. Corona is. And you can't hear Corona without the V word. And the V word is not that word, it's vaccine. But nobody thought of anything else, so that joke didn't make any sense. It's that present. It's that so attached. Corona vaccine. I'm not sure where I stand with it. I don't have a very strong conviction as to say no. I should tell people no, don't take this thing, don't do it because of this. But I personally let me not even raise that topic, but leave that alone. I see a divide coming though. Definitely do. I'm no prophet, but I see a divide coming. The vaccinated and the unvaccinated. I already see some bits of it. When it's in the front, let me not do that either. You have to be so careful what you say these days. And I think that is going to get worse. Everybody's listening. That was a thumb rope. Where did that come from? What's up? Not everybody's listening, but everybody's being listened to. Have you ever picked up your phone after having a conversation with somebody? Not on your phone. Weren't even using your phone. I think that if I told you where I'm seeing there, you would know where we are. So I'm not going to tell you. Yes. But I think, yeah, have you ever picked up your phone, your smartphone, and seen something advertised that you've just been talking about, or seen a video along the lines of what you've just been talking about? Think of it. I think your phone's listening. Our phone's listening. They listen very well, apparently. Some things people might miss, they pick it up. remember what was the last one I had, but it was very recent. I was at home watching videos and I was talking about something. Just randomly on YouTube. Just talking about something. Oh! Video shows up on it. I wasn't watching anything along that line. But out of nowhere a video shows up in the suggestions. Coincidence, you say? And it wasn't anything like a hot topic or like if we say Corona. Of course Corona is going to show up. Corona shows up on everything. A drink of water would be nice right now. I should have stopped at that river. Oh, I tell you, man. I get better signal too. Oh, okay. I think we're back to where we can see people again.